Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports TV. I'm your host, Garry Glenn. This week on the show, it's our championship edition, and we begin things off by talking about the North Georgia Elite Freshman Traveling Basketball Squad with a national girls title under their belt. They won the YBOA League Championship down in Orlando with 4 straight wins, beating a team from Florida that was 56-2 in the season. They also beat teams from North Carolina and took out a team from South Carolina in the title game. Caitlin Duncan out of Banks County was tournament MVP, but Hall County was also well represented on that squad with players from Flowery Branch, North Hall, and Lakeview on the team. Now, they mostly played up in their age groups this summer, but still managed to win a tournament in Panama City. Then they took the league state title, beating their own rising 9th graders for that championship. And we welcome to the show from the North Georgia Elite, J.C. Bolden, one of the coaches of that national championship team, as well as Adrian Penland, who has been with us before in connection with North Georgia Elite. And J.C., first of all, let me ask you about that. What was it like to take those girls down there and win a national championship? And did it sink in on them what they had really done?
No, it did after a little while.
Yeah.
Going down there was awesome. I really didn't think that they knew what they were doing at the time. They just did a wonderful job. They won every game in real good fashion, and so it really helped out by those girls playing up during the season and then dropping back down. That way, when they went back down to Orlando, it really helped them out tremendously.
Let me tell you I'm asking about that strategy now. You're looking for older people with maybe more experience. Give them a little more competition. So it's almost like running with weights. When you take them off, now it's a little easier. Was that the strategy?
Yes, sir, it was. Yep. That was the whole thought behind it. That way they can compete and look good national tournament time.
What was it like taking all out? Now I mentioned that the girl from Banks County was the tournament MVP, but you had all these people that normally compete against one another. Now you got to take them and mold them into a team. What's that? I know that Chesley Watson, one of the guys from East Hall, also was a big part of that. What was it like for the coaching staff to mold all of that together and let them play as one?
It was easy. Even though they compete against each other during the school season, these girls are really sisters with each other, and they love each other, and so it's easy. It's not like they hadn't played together before, and so it made our job easy. And attitude and effort is one of the contributing factors.
Well, I know Adrian played at West Hall. Where'd you play high school ball?
I played at Daphne High School.
Where's that at?
That's in Alabama.
Okay.
Near Mobile.
How did you get together with this guy, Adrian?
Oh man, we just met at the gym one day. His daughter played at C.W. Davis. She's real good, and I started working with his daughter. Actually, I started working with a whole group of girls, and one thing led to another. He came aboard, so we're glad to have him on North Georgia Elite.
Now, we need to tell folks out there, too, that your 6th grade boys team finished 2nd in the national tournament. Yeah. The 7th grade boys were 5th, and the 8th grade boys were 10th. So you've known, of course, a long time that you got a lot of basketball talent in this area, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, there's some good basketball players at all the schools, city and Hall County schools, and we just try to combine the best guys and took them to nationals, and they played great this summer, man. We took some loss, but we took a lot of wins, and the guys got better. So once they go in their tryouts in October, they're going to be ready for it. So
now, the camps have gone well, you've told me.
Oh, yes, man. We had 7 camps. We was in Rabun County, Jackson County. Man, we was all over the place, man. Chesley, JC came out, Peerless came out and helped us out. So, man, the camps was a blessing, man, this year.
Are you doing this now pretty much full time, Adrian? Are you giving up on playing any more ball, or?
Yeah, man. My playing days.
You're done, huh?
I'm
but
done.
When you see the Olympics, you get a little itch again.
Oh man, every day I wake up. But I'm about to have a child, and I'm giving back. I'm doing something positive here in Hall County, and I'm glad what I'm doing. I don't regret nothing. I played 8 years overseas, and it's time for me to help these kids out.
JC, is this your first time coaching girls? And is it different from coaching boys?
Well, it is. Girls, they tend to run plays. They're a little bit more fundamentally sound.
No, don't want to showboat. They just want to get it done,
they
right?
want to get it done. That's the truth, and I'm sure Adrian can contest to that. So naturally they're not as athletic, and so boys depend more on the athletic ability to get the job done. Girls are more skill oriented.
And certainly the goal, I guess, for both of you fellas is to make sure that these people, when they go to their high school teams or their middle school teams or whatever, that they take what they've learned here and play for their school. although they've formed, as you say, they formed friendships that's going to last them a lifetime.
Oh yeah, like we teach them good stuff. I know Chesley and JC and Peerless, they teach them good stuff, and my coaching style, we teach them the right way to play basketball, man. Play as a team, play with one another. So hopefully, you know, their coaches can call us back and be like, y'all teach them something good. So.
All right, well, you said you mentioned you had a couple of folks you wanted to thank.
Oh man, I got a lot of people. It won't take but a minute, but I'm pretty sure JC got a lot of people. I like to thank all my coaches, Demetrius, Jamil, Troy Randolph, Shane Gibbs, Kevin Winston from the Atlanta Falcons, Aaron, AD, Gene, Buck, Coach Brownlee, Coach Heath Maddox. I'd like to thank my team moms. It was Shane Gibbs' wife, Ellie, Danica, Miss Ralph. I'd like to thank the schools, C.W. Davis, Coach Kenneth Hill, the principal. I'd like to thank Marbury, East Hall Community Center Parks, Gainesville for letting us use their school sometimes. All the parents and all the people who support North Georgia Elite, man.
Very, very team-oriented type thing, isn't it, JC?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right. Men, congratulations, and congratulations to those girls. I know that they worked hard, and they deserve what they got. Thanks for coming in. Stay in touch, okay?
Yes, sir. Will do.
In other basketball, the Gainesville Wildcats boys team participated in the NCAA Certified East Coast Duel this past weekend at Virginia Commonwealth University, and the Wildcats once again played well against top-tier national talent. They finished in the Final Four of their bracket of 32 teams, losing by 1 point in the semifinal round. Competition great this week in Virginia. The Wildcats played in 6 games, with each game being decided by 4 points or less. Once again, the Wildcats played in front of multiple college coaches during their run at another championship, with several D1 and D2 coaches inquiring about the Wildcats after their performance. The recurring comment from college coaches, scouts, and people in the stands, and even referees, was concerning the individual effort and hustle given by the Wildcats in each game. They played 42 games this season, winning 3 different championships. Summer season now over, but watch for these guys to make an impact for their respective high school teams this winter. And speaking of high schools and so forth, over 70 boys participated in the boys basketball camp at Lakeview Academy High. The camp under the direction of veteran coach Seth Vining and the coaches and the players from Lakeview Academy. Well, we're back to Play with the Steel when we return. If you've suffered storm damage or just want to upgrade your home, then turn to Rock Solid Construction. Rock Solid specializes in new roofs, room additions, porches, decks, custom interior trim, and even finished basements. Let the experts at Rock Solid Construction improve your home with new trim, new posts for the porch, or maybe even upgrade your deck with synthetic boards. No more rotting or warping. Call 678-300-0702 for your free estimate. That's 678-300-0702. Rock Solid, done right the first time. Your one-stop spot for complete auto repair is the Auto Works shop on Sprout Springs Road. On everything from oil changes to brakes, new and used tires and tune-ups, even the big jobs like transmissions. The specialists at the Auto Works can have you up and running just like that. You talk about value. The Auto Works will not be undersold on used tires or any locally priced repair job. Ask about special discounts for students and teachers with your ID. That's the Auto Works at 6671 Spout Springs Road, just past Flowery Branch High and Spout Springs Elementary Schools. Phone 770-967-1732. We're back. I'm Garry Glenn, and this is Hall County Sports. Well, it was an individual and not a team competition, and the Georgia IronDawgs sent only 2 competitors to the Southern Powerlifting Federation Georgia State Championships at the Body Plex Gym in Buford this past Saturday. But Dogs Joey Murphy of Mount Airy and yours truly from Oakwood made the most of it by taking state titles and eclipsing our own world records in the process. Lifting in the Masters men's 40 to 44-year-old 259-pound single-ply equipped class, Murphy, a Habersham Central graduate, broke not only his age and weight group world record, but wound up bettering the men's open division world mark of 660 pounds as well, with an amazing bench of 700 pounds on a 4th lift, granted because he was going for that record. Now, he actually broke his own Masters record of 585 with his opening lift of 640 pounds. He then went to 670, missed it once, but got it on the 3rd lift, and then finished with that 700-pound bench, which was the heaviest bench press of the day.
It's no pun intended, it's like a great weight off my shoulders. I've been wanting this 700. I missed it the first 5 times. I've tried it in competitions, and to nail it today it's indescribable. I mean, it's like, basketball players, football players win a championship. It feels really good. It's all that hard work's paid off.
Take me through the day now. You opened at 640.
I opened up at 640. The weight came up good. It could have come up better, but it was good enough. My second attempt was at 670. I got it to the top. I got it thrown out because the right at the very top, my lockout was not quite even, so I had to go back and pick it up on the third attempt, which was for a SPF world record in the open 251-pound division, single ply, and got it. And then as a fourth attempt, being that it's a world record, they let me attempt a fourth when I got 700 then.
All right. As you say, a great weight off your shoulders, but it's not something that you're going to be satisfied with.
No, no. If you ever get satisfied in this sport, you might stop. I mean, next goal is 725, 750, and then we go up from there. So my hopes are this time next year maybe to put another 25 pounds on the bench and see what happens.
All right. Well, tell me about what's coming up for you next.
I'll be doing the America's Cup APC in October. I spoke with APC chairman L.B. Baker, and he's invited me down, and I'm looking forward to that. It's a great federation, great folks. Be with the IronDawgs team competing then, and looking forward to that. And then hopefully, if things work out after that, I'll be doing the WABDL World Championships in Las Vegas in November.
Now, I lifted in the Masters men's 55 to 59-year-old 198-pound raw unequipped class, and I went 300 and 320 before setting the new SPF world mark at 335. My third state title of the year. Thank you, Lord. State championships and world records. Joe and I had a great day for the IronDawgs. As he put it, that's batting 1,000 and then some. Maybe we were inspired by the Olympics. Now, we both plan to lift in the APC-sanctioned America's Cup event in October in Athens, and Murphy also says he plans to attend the World Association of Benchers and Deadlifters World Meet in Las Vegas in November. I'd like to travel to the Global Powerlifting Alliance Worlds in Argentina at the end of November, and that's a raw event, and I've been working on my raw bench a good bit. Now, if we can work out the finances, I'd love to do it. We're looking at some sponsorships and fundraisers, so maybe we can make it happen. Hope so. We head back to the Diamond when we return.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
This program is also brought to you by Long Street Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Longstreet's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-thru and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into. Plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Longstreet Cafe, where they put the home in the cooking. We're back. I'm Garry Glenn. This is Hall County Sports, and we're continuing our championship show and a story we've told you a bit about before, but we're going to go into detail in this particular segment. The 14 and under Southern Explosion softball team continued a tradition they established a few years back. They recently won the Dizzy Dean World Series title down in South Haven, Mississippi. The Explosion's Callie Turner was the tournament MVP. And the 10 and under Hall County team Baden girls fast pitch softball team took a state title in Chickamauga recently, going unbeaten and only allowing 6 runs along the way in that particular tournament. They also were unbeaten in the regular season and won the district title. Now, they also went on to South Haven as well and finished as runners-up in the national tournament, losing in the championship game by only 1 run. We bring to the show now coaches Stacey Turner from the Explosion and Scott Brown of Team Baden. And gentlemen, this is, first of all, thanks for taking time out and being with us. And congratulations on a great tournament. But this is kind of familiar territory for you guys because, as I said, we had the Southern Explosion on the show a few years back when they won the Dizzy Dean in that particular year, and you guys were assistant coaches on that team, right?
Right. Yes.
Now, how did that help you? How did that kind of play into things? Were you able to tell the girls what to expect?
Yes, we were. We were able to tell them what to expect and have them ready to play when they got there.
Now, 10 and under girls, Scott, that's got to be a little bit of a challenge in and of itself.
It is, but I had a great group of girls this year. They were really good. They worked hard. We played a lot of tournament ball to prepare to go over. Like you said, we knew what to expect when we got there, so we knew what we had to do to get these girls ready when we got out there.
Men, what is the makeup of the team now? I'm sure a lot of girls from Hall County on these teams, right?
Yes, most all the girls are from Hall County on the teams.
And where do they come from? East Hall mostly?
East Hall, we got some West Hall girls. yeah, that's it. East Hall and West Hall's most of them.
What about for you, team?
All mine are from East Hall except for two. One will go to Gainesville, the other one North Hall.
Okay, so it is a mixture of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have these girls played together for a long time, pretty much?
They have. I've got girls that's been together since they started 10 and under. And we've added a few along the way, but yeah, they played together a good bit.
And that's got to help.
Definitely. Got good team chemistry.
Cohesiveness too, isn't it? Huh?
Right.
Know what to expect when they get out there.
Exactly.
Now, tell me a little bit about your seasons so far. When did you decide, hey, we're pretty good?
Well, last year we finished second at district. And what I did was I took that team and we decided then that we wanted to work towards going to South Haven the next year. So that's what we did. We've been working ever since.
How about you?
Well, it's we were just kind of going on what Scott was doing, because I have a daughter also on his team.
Okay.
And I'm saying, well, if he's going back to South Haven, I might as well take my team and go too.
I hear you. Okay, good. When did you kind of turn the corner of the season here? When did you say, okay, we got a shot at going to South Haven?
We knew pretty much going in that
Really?
That we could compete with most any rec team in the country. So we were definitely ready to go out there and give it a shot.
All right, big deal now. Tell me about you get to the championship game and you lose by 1 run. That's both encouraging and discouraging at the same time, isn't it, huh?
It is. That was tough. You know, the little girl she hit a home run. They had a runner on base, and she hadn't hit anything the whole tournament. And as soon as that ball left the bat, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. We was playing her in, and she hit it to the fence. That's the way it goes.
And Stacey, exciting. How do you feel when the girls, they say, well, we've done it. We're national champions. Something they'll never be able to take away from you, huh?
That's right. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for a lot of these girls, and something they can, they'll never forget. They can tell their kids and grandkids about that someday.
When you have to put your finger on 1 or 2 things that led you to a national championship, what do you say?
It's definitely our offense. I mean, we can hit the ball with anybody. So we batted, I think we scored close to 50 runs in 4 games out there, and batted close to 600 as a team.
Wow.
It's definitely offense.
I hear you. But you got to have a little pitching to go with that, Coach.
Yeah, we got some pitching. We do.
So what do you hope to get out of this? Do you hope they take it on to the next level, high school and so forth?
All of them play high school ball, and several of them are entertaining the thought of going on and playing college ball. So.
Well, that's good. When you see that, Coach, it's got to be an encouraging thing for you too.
Oh,
now,
it
you're
is.
sending them up to him first, but
It is. It is. I mean, my daughter, she played with him on that team also this year, and that's what she's looking at, is going to college. And I hope all my young ones stay in it and try to go play college ball later on in life too.
all right, Stacey and Scott. Now I got to ask you, what you got coming back, coaches? Huh?
Well, I've got all but 2 coming back. The 2 that's not going to come back have decided to stay down and play TNU another year, and I will be moving this team up to 12 and under.
Okay. What about you, Stacey?
Same here. I've got the same girls that went to South Haven with me. All of them but 2 will be back, and we'll be moving up to play 16 and under next year.
Oh wow! Well, now what you've done, of course. Now you set the bar pretty high. Now you expected to do this again, huh?
We are.
But is that all right?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. Well, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Scott Brown and Stacey Turner. Congratulations, men, on the great national tournament. Now, some of our local high school teams got a sneak peek at what they might look like last week at North Hall's Early Bird Camp. Local teams there also included Flowery Branch and Chestatee. Now, the Lanier Point Softball Invitational is set for August 10th, so that's right around the corner. A new face at West Hall High School, also on the diamond. That story and more when we continue. Back on the set of Hall County Sports TV here, and we welcome back to the show once again the pastor at McEver Road United Methodist Church, Rob Bruce. And Rob just wrapped up the series on James. What we got coming up at the church this month?
Well, Gary, what I'd like to tell everybody about is our 3 different worship services. We're unusual in a good way that we have 3 services, one at 8:30, one at 10, and another at 11, with 3 totally different styles. 8:30 is more gospel or camp meeting oriented. Our 10 o'clock service is what is called emergent. It's past contemporary. If you're a little bit bored with contemporary, you need to check this one out. It's on the leading edge. And then, of course, Gary, at 11 o'clock, we have our traditional Methodist service.
That's right, what they used to call high church.
That's it.
With the choir and the robes and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So, if you are looking for a church home, we invite you here to McEver Road United Methodist Church. Rob, we'll see you in church on Sunday.
Thank you, Gary.
Hall County Sports is brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. And remember, when you go green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair at 770-535-7278. And by McEver Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McEver Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services every Sunday morning, Kids Town and adult small groups. McEver Road United Methodist Church is dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ.
We're back. I am Garry Glenn, and this is Hall County Sports. West Hall High School named Dustin Renspies as its new head baseball coach. Renspies comes to the Spartans from Mosley High School in Panama City Beach, Florida, where he was been an assistant coach and from where he graduated in 1991. Now, he did have a 4-year minor league career, which included time with the Dodgers and the Braves organizations. Renspies also was an assistant coach at Jefferson Davis Junior College in Alabama and at Chipola College in Florida before returning to his alma mater. He will replace Pete Allen as the head diamond coach over with the Spartans. Last season, West Hall finished at 7-16 on the year. And we bring to the show now, and welcome to the show, and welcome to Hall County, Dustin Renspies.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, tell me about now. You've got a lot on your plate right now because you've got a new baby, about a month old, complete relocation, new situation, new state, new new team, the whole bit. Has it been a little bit overwhelming?
It has been. My wife's been great through this. She's at home with the little boy right now. You know, we're excited. That was the biggest thing when I came up here and interviewed for the job. I brought her with me. And before I made this decision, I wanted her to be involved with this process, and she fell in love with the area, and we've been looking forward to it. And we didn't want to make the move till after, you know, our little boy was born, and school's fixing to start, and it's time to get up here.
I hear you. All right. As I just gave a brief intro here for you, your biography shows that you have spent some time as an assistant coach at both the college, junior college, college level, and the high school level.
Yes.
First head coaching job, Dustin?
First head coaching job.
Okay.
I've coached some summer ball teams,
Right.
but officially head coach job, yes, this is my first.
All right, and now the minor leagues now. That was an interesting experience for you, wasn't it? 4 years.
It was. I had a great time in the minor leagues, very eye-opening. You know, I think kids today are a lot better prepared for professional baseball with the travel ball and all the big tournaments because you see what else is out there. You know, when I was coming up through high school, I knew how good I was compared to the regional competition. What I didn't understand was how good everybody else was around the country. And the first day you show up at spring training and, you know, we go to catch bullpens because I was drafted as a catcher. First day we go to catch bullpens and I meet 5 or 6 other of the catchers and they're from, you know, different countries. They're from Washington, they're from, you know, Northeast, California. And you start realizing, wow, you know, I'm just, it's going to be a lot of hard work. It's very eye-opening. And I think kids today, because you play so many travel ball tournaments, you get to see kids from all across the country. And you kind of know where you stack up when it comes to the talent level.
Probably made some contacts in minor league baseball too.
I
Maybe
did.
have some people that are still playing, maybe in the major leagues now.
I did make some good contacts while I was playing professional baseball. I was lucky enough, one of my best friends in the minor leagues when I was coming through was Kevin Millwood, and he's had a good long career with the Braves, Rangers, and I believe now he's with the Seattle Mariners. He's still going. Still got a lot of lifelong friends that I met in professional baseball that, you know, didn't make it to the big leagues, but got to the coaching aspect, that went into scouting, that went into other businesses, but there were relationships that, you know, when you take bus trips for 6 to 12 hours, you start making friendships and relationships.
I'll bet. Well, let's go to the Spartans now. You said you have had a chance to meet with most of the fellows on the team and some of the parents, right?
Yes.
What's your impression?
Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Everybody that I've met, the kids have been great. The parents that I've met have been great. They've been really good in trying to help me get settled. Any questions that I have, any concerns. the biggest thing, and I told the parents this and I told the kids this, I don't live in the past. Whatever happened in the past is the past. I'm going to start this Friday or next Friday when the kids start and we start coming to school and we start doing 2-on-1s and start talking about baseball. We're going to establish the program from that point on. I'm not worried about what took place last year or the year before last. I'm worried about what's going to take place now that I'm here. And I told the kids and I told the parents it's going to be a lot of hard work. I'm going to hit the ground running, and I'm going to coach and teach them just like I would at the college level. The guys that I've been lucky enough to recruit and coach that are in the big leagues, I'm going to coach them and teach them the same things that I taught them. It's just a lot of work.
What can we expect from a Dustin Rinspis coached team?
We're going to know the fundamentals. We're going to play the game the right way. We're going to be disciplined, and we're going to play together as a team. I think that's the biggest important factor. You've got to be disciplined as a team, make the fundamental plays. If you can do that and stay in ball games, then it comes down to timely hitting. Timely hitting, get that 2-out hit, sacrifice that runner over. We're now a single score guy from second base. Little things like that are going to help you stay in ball games and eventually win ball games. You've got to be in the ball game at the very end to have a shot at it.
All right. Dustin Rinspis, as I said, welcome to Hall County. Good luck with the Spartans over there. And by the way, let me tell you what, with the baby, it gets better. All right. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
In other sporting news, the great summer for Gainesville High golfer Spencer Ralston continues. Spencer had a second-place finish last Saturday, and that qualified him for the U.S. team in this coming Sunday's U.S. Kids Teen World Cup Match Play Championship on one of the famous Pinehurst, North Carolina courses. The top 4 Americans in each age group will compete against the top 4 foreign players in a team match play style format to determine the 2012 World Cup team champion. Spencer took second in the 14 and under division of U.S. Kids Golf Teen World Championships, falling to second in a sudden death playoff. He had advanced by firing a 6-under par 66 on Saturday to finish with a 3-day total of 2-under par 214. We wish him well in this upcoming match. A hole-in-one for Brad McAllister last week, his first ever. He did it on number 3 at Chattahoochee. As the Olympics continue in London, it was nice to know we have a former Olympic gold medalist living in Gainesville. A story in last week's Gainesville Times pointed out that Milt Campbell, who moved down from New Jersey, won gold in the decathlon in 1956 after winning silver in the 1952 Games. He was the first African-American athlete to win gold as a decathlete. At the age of 78, he's also the oldest surviving gold medal decathlete, having undergone treatment for prostate cancer. Well, it was tough luck for a couple of our local Lanier Running Club athletes at the U.S. ATF National Junior Olympics up in Baltimore. Flowery Branch alumnus Austin Eckenroth headed to South Carolina to pole vault. Well, he didn't get a vault in, and this one in high jumper Whitley Swinton got sick. Never left the hotel, I understand, with a virus. Savannah Carnahan, 6th in the 3,000 and 5th in the steeplechase. We had her on the show, and she is now an All-American. Congratulations. West Hall's Ryan Sherry was 11th in the 2K steeplechase, and Tori Mullinax out of Chestatee was near her personal record to finish 10th in the 3,000. Out of the major impact group, Sarah Hayes of Gainesville, we had her on the show as well. 9th in the heptathlon. That's one place shy of All-American status. Doggone it. Gainesville's Markel Woodard. Gainesville High School's Markel Woodard, 6th in the intermediate boys class in the 800. That should make him an All-American. The second Viking 5K run scheduled for Saturday, August 11th at 8 in the morning at East Hall High School. Runners and walkers are welcome, and you can register online at active.com. And for more information, you can contact and email Zach at runnersfit.com. If you still want to play in the Northeast Georgia Tennis Championships at Longwood Park in Gainesville, you need to sign up before August the 9th. Contact Gary Sherby at 770-532-9900 for more information. The tournament starts on the 14th of this month and runs through August 19th. And high school football players getting into the pads this week. Some scrimmages are on tap for August 16th and 17th. Boy, it's going to be hot. That's our show for this week. I'm Garry Glenn. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports.